Today is engine day. Finally worked through the boats. I've got the head done, the galley done. Well, most of the galley. It's raining here, pissing down actually. So I've decided to clean the mess off the top of the engine. So it's all stuffed into other places. So the top comes off and then the front panel comes off. And I can access my Yanmar 55 horsepower pretty readily. I'm just having a bit of a browse over it. Only put it in last year, but keeping an eye on things. Already had some issues. So today is Impeller day. So I've already taken the cover off, and this impeller has had a little bit of a seep down here. So that's not great. But I'm going to change that O-ring out, change the impeller. On the Yanmar, it's about 1,000 hours. I used to change them every year, and then I just started changing them on predictive hours. And I carry a couple of spares, and I carry the old one that I pull out as a backup to the spares, just in case. You can never have too many just in cases on a boat until you run out of room. Then you've got to start getting rid of shit. But yeah, so I'm going to pull the impeller out, and I'll show you how I do that. The plate, which is just here, came off pretty easy. It's only 4 little bolts. And a little bit grubby here, so I'll give that a bit of a clean up with some wet and dry, and put that back in with the O-ring. Okay, so this is how I've been typically getting them out. I know you can get little impeller pullers. I don't have those, so I just gently work the impeller out, and the impeller's turning this way, so when I put it back in I've got to twist the fins so that they go back in the right way. Put a little bit of glycerin on it. There we go. That's my impeller. It's not bad. I mean, it's been in the boat for quite a long time, I imagine. It's been a couple of years since this has been changed, but the engine's only got just on 670 hours, so not a lot of hours. Yeah, a little bit of wear and tear here. I will hit that up with a little bit of wet and dry, make it clean, and I'll be changing out that O-ring. So many tools been moved around, used for lots of other things, probably getting out O-ring or something else. I'll just gently pull this out with a finer screwdriver. Make sure I don't damage the lip. Okay. So I'm going to get some wet and dry onto that in a minute. I'll just come up here and have a look up on the sink. So this is my replacement kit. Original spares. I'm pretty careful with these impellers now. I bought a couple of impellers a while ago. I bought them on eBay, and I ended up getting really shit impellers. They were some sort of Chinese knockoff. Still paid good money for them, but they were terrible, and they didn't last very long at all. They simply failed. The fins just broke off, got caught up in the water tracks, and had to pull the heat exchanger out. So that was on the last engine. So now I only buy good quality spares with fresh stock. I buy from where they're turning over the stock regularly, because these things also deteriorate with age. Like, you've got to keep them in a cool place because they're rubber, and so I try and turn over primary one every year, and then I'll have a spare one, so I just keep rotating them. Can't have too many of them because they'll just you'll end up just failing on you, or potentially failing. Yeah, so this is the cover. Give it a bit of a clean up, It's not too bad though. Mostly doing its job, but it looks like I've got a little bit of a seep in there. There's fresh O-rings to go back in, and yeah. There's the O-ring. Yep. Alright, back to where I was working. Alright, time to put this thing back together. I think we go like that. Alright. That looks more like it. Okay. Then O-ring and use some of this glycerin lubricant. I'm gonna have to get some of this food quality glycerin. It'd be handy for water makers and other things. There are a number of things that they wanted it for. Okay. One new impeller. Squeeze a bit of lube on that, make it a little bit easier to get in. I mean, these are not very big impellers. I mean, you get some quite large ones on workboats and they're a fucking nightmare. So I tend to try and roll it in, and then I just try and find those fins and ladder up and slide it in. That way it's already got, there's one out, but yeah, it'll swing around. But yes, that's how I put them in. The proof will be in the pudding, whether it works or not. Okay, it's nice and clean. Okay, let's get a screw in there. I hate these little fiddly screws. I'm always dropping the fucking things in the bilge, which is a pain in the ass. Be better if they had bloody big heads on them. Okay, one in. Come on, you fucker. Two. Three. Lucky last. And that one was fucking straight in. Perfect. Alright. Now, I'll just tighten these up slowly by hand. Top or bottom. Top. Make sure everything's level. the bottom, other top. That way they should all be tensioned nice and gently. All right. Okay. They should be all perfect. Now, I think it's a good day to run the engine and just see how it performs. And I haven't really run. I ran it for like, I don't know, a couple of minutes just to turn it over. So now I'm going to run it with some water through it and just see how she goes. And maybe let it run for half an hour. So, what have we done? Like, yeah, it's done 100 hours since the last oil change, and the oil change I did up in Savu in Fiji. So I checked the oil the other day. I'll check the oil again in a moment, and the oil looked good. Coolant's a touch low, but it might have been a little low beforehand. And but I'm going to check around the engine, make sure there's no coolant leaks or hoses or gaskets or anything else. And yeah, that's where we're at the moment. Okay, so I'm just looking for obvious things that don't look right. Oil smells alright. There's no foam or anything in there. Coolant is okay in the coolant container. It's okay in the tank. Okay, let's get to the dipstick. So, smells good, still looks good. Just do one more check. I don't particularly like the dipstick on this for pumping out oil. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Yep. Alright, so the oil level is good. But, alright, now this is how I run my engine. I have a separate line that runs into the engine intake, which is just for the hose. And basically I left it open. So it's not the end of the world, because I'm about to hook it up anyway and fill up my raw water intake with fresh water.